Hello everyone, welcome back to Memories Dogma. We're gonna find out what explosion just happened.
Yeah.
Because...
it was Frosty the Snowman. Fucking bastard.
Probably. The vibrations are so strong I can feel them on my skin. This is a sound the likes of which I've never heard before. The sound came from behind me as the rumble of the explosion passes by, screams, and the panic-stricken voices of a multitude of people reach my ears. And then, from even further away, I can hear the siren of a fire truck, or maybe an ambulance. When I look back, I see black smoke rising in the direction of Fuchu Station. What was that?
That's where they wanted to go, right? The people? The two girls?
It was obvious something out of the ordinary had just happened. Before I knew it, Serrano, Reina, Akane, Emma, and I had all gathered in the same place. Everyone was staring dumbfounded in the direction of the smoke. It's coming from the direction of the station. That's a fire, right? I don't think it's just a fire. It looks like something exploded. A gas explosion? Or did a train derail? When something like this happens, what's the best course of action? It's pretty far from here, so we should be safe, but... should we still evacuate just in case? Or is it better not to move too much? So many thoughts are swirling around my head, it's hard to think straight. Me, Serrano, Reina, and everyone, we were simply standing there at a loss for what to do. Akane, that was... yeah. For some reason, it looks like Akane and Emma aren't very shaken by the explosion. Are they actually, like, super fantasy, like, power magical girls or some shit? If they are, this game is just, like... all fucks are gone.
But it has cute girls, though, Christian.
Yeah, that's true. That's why we're gonna keep playing.
Yeah, so, Christian, as you say that, put up your positive Steam review of this title on the screen.
I'm not gonna type up a positive review.
Say it has cute girls, 10 out of 10 or something like that. Get the funny clicks.
For some reason, it looks like Akane and Emma aren't very shaken by the explosion. Actually, they're both walking towards the station. Don't tell me they're seriously thinking of going to the source of the smoke. It might have happened again. Akane, let's go check.
And be sure to keep our dialogue incredibly cryptic so that we don't explain what's going on, because that way we look smart.
The two silently nod to each other. Again? Have there been other huge explosions around here?
In Christian's dance.
Enough. No, at least I haven't seen or heard any. Do these two know something? Hey you guys, don't follow us. Go evacuate somewhere. Akane looks back at us for just a split second to stay that, then runs off towards the station with Emma following behind her. Hey, wait up. Just shouting that much takes everything I have. My mouth is much more parched than I thought. The two continue to gain speed, never looking back. As I watch their figures grow distant, I come to a realization. Ah. What's wrong? Didn't Kaoru say he was going to the station? I try to contact Kaoru on my MRD. He doesn't pick up. He's not picking up. Don't tell me he's still near the station. I can feel cold sweat running down my back. Hiro-kun. Serrano looks at me with a concerned expression. She must be worried about Kaoru too. Now that the seeds of doubt have sprouted, they won't wither until I can confirm the truth. Now I look at Reina. I'm going to go check out the station too.
Was there a text box we skipped there? Right quick?
What?
Was there a text box we skipped right quick?
No, it's being weird.
Okay.
Hiroki, I understand how you feel. But it's too dangerous to go over there right now. The black smoke rising from the station only thickens as time goes on. Of course I know that, but Kaoru might be in trouble. I can't just leave him. But, just as it looks like it's about to turn into an argument, Serrano says in a very calm voice to Reina, Reina-chan, thank you for worrying about Hiro-kun. I'm just... But he gets really stubborn at times like these. Sorry. That's one of your good points, though. Just make sure you're careful, alright? Yeah, alright. I'll be cutting my connection to you for a bit. Alright, we'll definitely meet again,
They said as they never met again.
I close the connection with Serrano and start running towards the smoke. Hiroki. Wait for me here, Reina. The horizon is tinged with the faint light of dusk, the smoke rising up into it serving to act as a beacon, signaling that an accident has occurred there. Akane and Emma are running far ahead of me. They're so far I can still barely make out their forms. In order to catch up to them, I desperately run as fast as I can. Hiroki, wait! When I hear Reina's voice, I suddenly come to a stop. When I turn around, I see Reina breathing heavily behind me. Looks like she chased after me. I thought I told you to wait over there. You didn't listen when I told you to stop, so now we're even. What do you mean, even? In return, just promise me one thing. If it looks too dangerous, we turn back. Alright, I promise. You can see a number of patrol cars heading to the scene via the highway, their sirens blaring. Further ahead, you can see a large mob of pedestrians running towards them, their faces twisted in fear. This is definitely an emergency.
Wouldn't they be running away rather than towards?
Yeah. Looks like it. I call out to one of the pedestrians. Excuse me, do you know what happened here? There was a huge explosion in front of the station. You two should hurry up and evacuate. He says and then runs off as fast as he can. An explosion? What are you going to do? It's definitely dangerous over there. Even so, I need to make sure Kaoru's safe. Reina, I really think it's best if you go somewhere safe. I've already come this far. No matter what you say, Hiroki, I'm coming. You're pretty stubborn yourself. Do you know the saying, an eye for an eye? Whatever, just do what you want. Let's go. We slip through the crowd fleeing in the opposite direction and keep running towards the station. Eventually, we spot Akane and Emma. As we get closer to them, we see there's a man blocking their way. He's middle-aged and wearing a suit. It seems like they're talking about something. I'll say it as many times as I need to. You can't go any further. I hear the man say in his deep voice as I finally catch up to them. And I'm telling you, we've got to get through. You don't understand. And what's with that spear thing in your hands? This isn't a game, you know. I know that. We're not here to play around. Hey, Akane, what's going on? Ah, you two. I told you not to come here. Ah, geez, everyone's just doing whatever they want. The middle-aged man looks in our direction. That's my line. Who are you two supposed to be? And look, now there's another male with art, Trevor.
It's a very progressive game.
As he says that, he activates his MRT and brings up an AR display. I'm Ryo Senji, a detective. My words are the words of the law.
I graduated at the top of my academy and the only person who wasn't in high school at the time.
Like I fucking care, just get out of my way. The fucking sass on this fucking girl.
Yeah.
Akane yells angrily at the detective calling himself Ryusenji. Hey, calm down. I don't care if you're a detective or what. You better be prepared for the consequences if you're getting in our way.
Last time I checked, gun beats spear.
What kind of nonsense are you spouting? Shut up. Just get the hell out of my way. Akane's completely lost her cool. Seeing Akane so riled up, Ryusenji can only shrug his shoulders. This isn't a place where kids like you should be. Everything from the station square up till here is blocked off. We heard there was an explosion. That's right. We the police are currently investigating the cause. There's a possibility there's been some casualties as well. That's why. And that's even more reason we need to go. Emma. Roger. Akane and Emma see an opening and slip past Ryusenji from either side. Hey, wait. Damn, we're already short-handed as it is. Anyway, until we're sure the area is safe, entry is prohibited. Got it, you two?
I'm sure they'll totally listen.
After saying that, Ryusenji runs off after Akane and Emma. After a moment of silence, Reina and I both continue forward. Sorry, Ryusenji-san, but we can't stop now after coming this far. While searching for Kaoru, we make it all the way to the station plaza. I expect to see people collapsed all over the place, but the square is practically deserted. There are a few rescue squads carrying some people off in stretchers in the distance, but it looks like they've more or less managed to finish roping the area off. Some parts of the station are still burning, but the fire department seems to have the blazes under control. They'll probably have them all extinguished pretty soon. It looks like there was some kind of event going on earlier, as there's an abandoned stage with a mic stand and floodlights collapsed around it. The daylight is fading fast, but the glow of the setting sun still illuminates enough asphalt that I can make out a few things scattered on the ground. A single shoe, an open bag, a coat ripped to pieces, and here and there, you can see some dark splotches. This is blood. I don't really want to imagine what might have happened here. We still haven't been able to find Kaoru either. I can't even be sure if the blood on the ground is Kaoru's or not. Damn it. Kaoru, don't tell me you got caught up in the blast. Don't tell me you're going to leave me too. Hiroki, I think we should turn back for now. I know it must be painful for you, but Reina says as she gently pats my back. It probably is a bad idea to stay here too long. I guess we should head back. The moment I think that... Oi! Oi! I hear a voice from far off, a voice I know very well. Hiroki, that's... I turn back and breathe a sigh of relief. Kaoru is waving at us while walking towards us. Man, so you guys were over here. That's my line. We were looking for you. I see. Well, I should have known. Sorry for making you worry. It's rare to see Kaoru apologize so frankly. It's actually rather refreshing. I don't know if it was because I am so surprised by his apology or just because I am relieved to see him, but the strength in my legs gives out all at once. Huh? Oh, it's Officer Moe Girl.
Yeah.
Best character.
In your completely wrong opinion.
Best character, until, you know, another cute Moe Girl shows up.
So until any Moe Girl shows up. Like Akane.
From behind Kaoru, I hear another familiar voice. Didn't I see you two this afternoon? She's the young police officer, Kanzaki Haruna. You're the policewoman from back then.
そうそう、すっごい奇遇だね。
Yep, man, what a coincidence.
Though I'm only an officer whenever I have a free period at middle school.
Haruna happily slaps my arm. Looks like Reina still can't handle the super energetic Haruna.
なんでかけるとあなたが
Why are you together with Kaoru, miss?
私のことは春菜って呼んでくれていいよ。
Just call me Haruna.
どうしてかけると春菜が一緒に
So, why are you with Kaoru, Haruna?
いや、恥ずかしながら爆発の時びっくりしちゃいまして、その時どっかの段差につまずいて転んじゃって。
Well, it's kind of embarrassing story. Oh, it's a kind of embarrassing story. When the explosion happened, I freaked out. I was on some stairs at the time, so I tripped and fell. Tee-hee.
その時、俺も近くにいたんだよ。
I happened to be in the area at the time as well.
駅からそんなに近いところにはいなかったから、俺は何ともなかったんだけど。
We weren't too close to the station, though, so fortunately I wasn't seriously hurt.
ちょっと横見たら倒れてる人がいるもんだから、さすがの俺も慌てちゃってさ。
When I was looking around, I found her collapsed nearby. As you can imagine, I panicked.
でも声をかけてみたら、本当にこけただけで、さらに刑事さんだったんだよね、意外にも。
When I called out to her, though, it turns out she had just fallen down, and that she was a police officer. Can't say I expected that.
そうそう、意外にも刑事だったんだよね。
Yep, and then you weren't expecting me to be a police officer. Hey, wait.
まあ、こけたものの無傷だったので、周囲の人に声をかけたり、救急隊の手伝いをしたりしてたんだよ。
Anyway, I wasn't seriously hurt, so we went around looking for other people and helping out the rescue squads. She seemed a little suspicious when we first met her, but maybe she really was just a diligent officer with a strong sense of justice. Even knowing the danger, she came all the way here to save people.
何しろ、本官は警察官ですから。
Regardless of what you may think, I am a bona fide policewoman. Ready to admit the truth now, Trevor?
You can be a middle schooler policewoman.
She might be a serious person at heart, but everything she does just ruins any serious impression anyone might have of her. I guess that's just how her personality is.
She's the villain.
お前は
So what about you?
俺も刑事さんと一緒にここまで来たってわけ。
I just tagged along with this policewoman here.
雨宮君ってばついてくるなって言ったのに全然言うこと聞かなくてさ。
I told you not to come with me, Amamiya-kun, but you just wouldn't listen.
まあ人手が足りないから助かったんだけど。
Well, we're still short on hand, so you were a huge help.
なるほどな。まあとにかく。
Well, at any rate, I'm glad you two are okay. As our conversation finishes up, we spot a young man in a police uniform wearing silver-rimmed glasses running up to us. Another guy with art. Ah, so this is where you were, Officer Kanzaki.
米倉先輩、もう鑑識も出てるんですか?
Yonekura-senpai, have the analysis results come in yet? It looks like this Yonekura fellow is a police officer too, and an acquaintance of Haruna's.
さっき着いたところだよ。
They just came in.
なるほど。お疲れ様です。
I see. Good work. I'm beginning to notice that the artwork of the males has significantly less quality than that of the females.
They don't give it as much detail because no one cares because this game's about waifus.
It is about waifus.
And like time travel or some stupid shit.
Time travel?
Okay, if this game introduced time travel, would you be surprised?
No, not in the slightest.
Exactly. I mean, it's about memories and some shit, but there's probably some time travel bullshit in there too.
Haruna salutes crisply. Crisply. What a weird word. Making you wonder if she really is the same person that had been so laxed a few moments ago. This is the first time I've seen her act like a proper police officer.
それでこの方たちは
Who are these young fellows with you? We quickly explain our situation to Yonekura-san.
なるほど。神崎巡査がお世話になったんですね。
So that's what happened. Thank you for looking after Officer Kanzaki.
僕は鑑識官の米倉卓と言います。
I'm Yonekura Suguru from the Forensics Department. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
どうも。
Nice to meet you too. If not for his uniform, you'd never be able to tell this Yonekura guy is a police officer. He looks far too nice and gentle. If you put him next to Haruna, they look more like a peaceful pair of siblings than police officers.
そうだ、神崎巡査。そこの百貨店前で龍泉寺警部補が探してたよ。
Oh yes, Officer Kanazaki. Wait, Kanazaki? Wasn't it Kanzaki?
I don't know.
I'm almost positive here. Yeah, see? Kanzaki.
Okay.
Yeah.
More typos. I don't know. Confusion.
Yes, Officer Kanazaki. Okay, so I think that's a type mistake.
了解です。
Understood. Thank you for informing me. It looks like these two are investigating together with Ryo Senji, who we saw earlier. Haruna turns back to us and bows.
君たちもありがとね。
Thank you for all your help.
もう歩けるし、ここからはお別れだね。
I can walk just fine now, so we'll be parting ways here. Unfortunately.
Fortunately.
Unfortunately.
Amazingly.
うちの巡査
Miraculously.
がお世話になって本当にどうもありがとう。
Thank you for taking care of our officer here.
あー、でもお世話になっておいてあれだけど、この辺りからは早く避難してほしいんだ。
But we still need you to leave this place as fast as possible.
もう僕たち鑑識が入って捜査してるからね。
The forensics department has already started their investigation as well.
そうですよね。すみません。俺たちも探していた友達が見つかった。
I understand. Sorry for being in the way. We found the friend we were looking for, so we'll be on our way as well.
そうしてくれると助かるよ。
That'd be a huge help. Thanks.
まだ犯人も捕まってないし、危険だから早く立ち去った方が。
We haven't caught the culprit yet either, so it's still dangerous. Leave as fast as you can, do you hear me? Just as he says that, Yonekura-san surveys the area with a nervous expression. As he does so, Kaoru elbows me lightly and brings his face closer to mine.
犯人ってことは、やっぱりこの爆発は誰かが仕掛けたものってことだよね。
You hear that? They said culprit. That means this explosion was caused by
そ
someone.
うみたいだな。俺たちも早くここを。
Looks like it. We should hurry up and get out of... Uh-oh.
Just wait. So, like, the thing is, they're saying, like, oh, they say there's a culprit. Well, for one, just because they think there's a culprit doesn't mean there is. Secondly, like, it's pretty reasonable to assume that a glass, what is it, like, department building blows up, that, like, it's not an electrical fire.
Yeah.
Like, I could see if it was a gas station, sure. Accidents happen, there's a lot of propane there, but, like, yeah, I don't think you need the police to tell you that it was caused by someone.
Yeah, that's true. I gulp as I see Ryo Senji-san appear around the corner at the end of the street. He definitely sees us too and starts running towards us, his face a storm of rage.
君たちこんなとこで何してるんだ。引き返せと言っただろう。
What are you guys doing over here? I thought I told you to go back. After yelling at us, he turns to Haruna and Yonekura-san.
師匠、お疲れ様です。
Master, good work. Haruna and Yonekura-san stand up even straighter than usual as they salute Ryo Senji-san.
お前たちもこんなところで油を追ってるんじゃない。
And what are you two doing, dawdling over here?
すみま
Sorry.
せん。
Sorry, sir.
失礼しました。
My apologies, sir.
それで君たちと一緒にいた子たちは確かあと2人いただろう。
So what about the other two girls you were with? Where'd they go? I haven't seen Akane and Emma ever since they gave Ryo Senji-san the slip.
二人の行方は俺たちにもよくわからなくて。
Sorry, we don't really know where they went either.
そうか。とにかく君たちは一刻も早くここを離れろ。
I see. At any rate, you three need to get out of here as fast as
わか
possible.
りました。レナ、俺たちも行こ
Understood. Come on, Reina, let's go.
We were not going to investigate you for being suspicious at all after an explosion which was likely a terrorist act.
As I turn back to Reina, I can tell that she isn't listening. She's staring at the black smoke rising up from the destroyed station and looks like she's in deep
う。
thought.
レナ、大丈夫か？
Reina, are you all right? So what does this explosion even have to do with anything?
I don't know, to introduce the Emma and Akane. It's like they deal with explosions and shit, they're cool.
Maybe. Are you all right?
ええ、ごめんなさい。
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. She's got issues with explosions.
She's related to Megaman from Konosuba.
なんだかとても嫌な感じがして。
It's just I've got a really bad feeling about this.
As do most people when they encounter terrorism.
As she says that, Reina peels her eyes away from the smoke cloud. It's true the spectacle around us is completely out of the ordinary, so I can kind of understand Reina's feelings. Let's go. As I'm about to say that to Reina, suddenly...
お前たち、逃げろ！
All of you run! We hear Akane's piercing yell even from this far away. As I turn in the direction of the voice, I see Akane and Emma further down the road running towards us. Wait, it's not just Emma and Akane. There's one more person. What the fuck? A man who looks like a giant black shadow is also running towards us.
So, like, he's like, what is it, like Gilgamesh from Fate Stay.
He is very tall and has a sharp glint in his eye. His presence is immense.
And he appears to have, like, a claw blade for a hand.
As they get closer, you can tell Akane and Emma are chasing him. Who on earth is he? As I look at his right arm, I see something that I'm unable to tear my eyes away from. Glinting in the crimson evening light is a blade dyed red with blood. We're still a good distance away from him, but I can clearly make out the weapon. Explosion, blade, slasher, culprit. A lot of words associated with that image flashed through my mind. That, combined with the strange actions of the man and the blade he's holding, connect everything together for me. I remember what Yonekura-san had just said, that the culprit still hadn't been caught. Is that man running towards us right now the culprit?
He's an original character, do not steal.
Suddenly a figure appears from the shadows, interposing themselves between the man and us. It's a young woman. She's looking around unsteadily, as if searching for someone. She has the worst timing possible. It's all too easy to guess what's about to happen next. It feels like somebody has knocked the wind out of me. I can't breathe. The woman notices us and looks this way with a slightly dazed expression. Because of that, she doesn't realize what's coming from behind her. Akane shouts something at her. The woman finally notices and turns around, but it's too late. The man's already too close and raises it high. It, which I originally thought was some kind of blade he was holding, turns out to be his arm. Yeah, I can clearly fucking see that. From his shoulder up until halfway down, his arm looks like a normal human arm. But then onward, it's a sharp-edged blade. It looks as if the blade has melted into and become one with his arm. What was this game's plot about again, Trevor?
Time travel?
No, that hasn't happened yet. Hopefully not at all.
Your friend girl kills herself, and you're all depressed, so you want to kill herself, and you're in some weird dystopian theocracy government where they only keep people's memories alive for something based on Buddhist rituals, and you're like, the fuck is this? I'm calling the Japanese ACLU because this is a violation of my civil liberties, and then, like, you steal the shit because you're assholes and you meet a cute blue-haired girl. And
yes.
you're like, hopefully she sucks my dick at the end of the store.
You didn't need a summary for everything up to this point.
And then you went to a donut shop and saw Miko, and she's all like, I'm a quiet Miko, I don't remember you, fuck you, motherfucker. And then you played a game of
the man swings his huge arm blade down.
But the scavenger hunt didn't go anywhere.
In that moment, no one can utter a single sound.
And then you met some cosplayers.
Are you done?
I'm gonna continue on this gag for as long as I feel like it. I'm just letting you read the story as well.
Even the woman about to be cut down doesn't say a word, or at least if she does, I don't hear it.
And Christian liked Akane, and I liked Emma, and it was all good. And it's like they were getting in an argument with Reina, and like there was a hologram thing of like the girl that died, and she was like shrunk down to smaller size. No reason really. It's a fucking hologram. It doesn't like, it's not like it weighs less if it's smaller.
You done?
Continue on this gag for as long as I feel like, really.
Mm-hmm. The huge blade comes at the woman's left shoulder at an angle, cutting straight through until it reaches the ground.
And there's like this guy with a blade and shit, killing random women to just prove he's
right
an
after
asshole.
The huge sound of the blade impacting the ground, you can hear two thuds as the thing which used to be a woman hits the ground. It takes a few seconds to realize that there are two thuds because her top and bottom half have been completely severed and hit the ground. What the fuck is going on? He Mortal Kombat fatality that girl.
Topical.
Okay.
Which you should have put in content for, what was it, like hidden content?
The woman lays on the ground, unmoving. It's clear that the crumpled figure laying on the asphalt is dead. From a far enough distance, it might look like she's just collapsed, but the huge pool of blood staining her clothes and spreading across the ground shatters even that illusion. The man lifts his blade, which had sunk into the asphalt, and without even a single glance at the woman he'd just cut down, continues heading towards us. However, instead of running, he is now slowly walking forward. What the hell just happened?
As all slasher villains must do.
What has occurred in front of me just now is so absurd that it doesn't even feel real at all. My brain can't process the information being sent to it by my eyes. The back of my head is filled with a This is the police. Stop right there. Put your hands up.
That guy with the armband is so dead in this scene.
Oh, fuck yeah. Ryosenji-san, on shouting, finally brings me back to myself. I realize I haven't taken a breath this whole time. Oh my god. Oh my god, that looks so stupid.
His eyes look weird, right? Like...
Oh my god.
And his arm isn't proportionate at all. Like, just roll up his fucking sleeve a little bit. Like, his elbow is at where his wrist should be.
How did he get the jacket on?
Carefully.
Oh, this is so stupid. I hurriedly take a breath, and as I do so, my narrowing field of vision begins to expand again. My body, which had been frozen in place, can finally move again. I look back at the man approaching us. He's looking towards Ryosenji-san with his head slightly tilted and a faint smile on his face. As I look around at everyone else, I can tell they're frozen like I was moments ago, unable to process what's happening in front of them.
But well aware that they're past the point when they can get a Steam refund for game time.
Then, once the distance between us and him has shrunk to about 5 meters, he stops. However, he shows no intentions of surrendering his weapon. It's fucking attached to him, you idiot! Of course he's not gonna do that.
Surrender your weapon. Okay, they just get like a buzzsaw.
Instead, he readies himself. Instead, he readies himself and takes a stance. Kanzaki, take aim. It was Kanzaki. Roger. Oh, she got a gun. Like on the title screen.
Yeah.
At Ryosenji-san's words, Haruna is unable to unfreeze herself as well. And points her gun at the man. It's clear her hands are trembling. I don't know if it's out of nervousness, fear, or both. Man with sharp glare. Yeah, that's his most defining characteristic. Is his sharp glare.
Yeah, out of all the things that are sharp, it's his glare. It's not his fucking blade arm that can cut a person in half effortlessly. It's his eyes.
Why did he even cut that woman in half?
To prove he's a dick. It's like when like there's a Godzilla attack and they send in 5 tanks just to prove that Godzilla can beat tanks.
Yeah.
You already know he can beat fucking tanks. If he could be taken out by a tank, the story would be over in like 3 seconds.
The man surveys us all as if he's looking at prey, and finally his line of sight settles on one person. The person reflected in his eyes is... If there's a fucking choice here, I swear to fuck. I swear to fuck. Oh no!
Best girl.
Reina. He is instinctively able to tell who among the people here is the weakest. Reina's the smallest here, and she's not carrying any weapons. Why?
Why would you go to the weakest? That's the exact opposite order in which you do this shit.
And if... what, is he gonna go for a hostage? What about the woman he just slashed apart?
Like, I'm not gonna go for the people with the guns who can shoot me. I'm gonna go with the high schooler, because she's gonna shank me if I ignore her for 2 seconds.
Yonakura-san grabs Reina by the shoulder. Get back. Yeah, he's dead. He is so fucking dead. It's not even funny.
Christian, like, turn the screen black and white and play that, like, do, and put, like, RIP, you know, generic fuckboy, like, 2017 to 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And make it, like, the dank version, right? With, like, the air horns.
Cuckoo. It's hard to describe the aura surrounding him in words. But just staring at his faint smile is enough to make your hair stand on end. The very air around him, it just instinctively screams, don't let him get close. No, his giant fucking blade hand screams, don't let him get close.
Yeah.
At the very least right now, there are 2 police officers pointing their guns at him. In a situation like this, even a guy like him won't be able to do anything too easily. Right as I think that. Akane, who was finally caught up from behind, swings her spear down at the man. She was able to unhesitatingly charge at that monstrous man. Akane's rush was so sudden, even Ryosenji didn't expect it. However, before Akane even starts to attack, the man kicks off against the ground and jumps aside.
By the way...
Yes?
So just calling it, I'm pretty sure, like, these bio monster guys killed, what's her name, Serrano, and that's why she can't remember, because
so
she's covered up. Yeah.
So fucking obviously.
Yeah, no.
He sidesteps her vertical spear swing, and as he turns around, slashes at Akane. Yeah. Emma interposes herself between the two of them. She's holding something that looks like a shield in her right hand.
Which we can't see because...
Like, how many... We're like a couple of hours into this, and it's throwing like all this fucking like fantasy bullshit at us now.
By the way, it just occurred to me, she kind of looks... Emma kind of looks like Aqua.
Oh yeah, she does.
Like Kingdom Hearts, yeah. Like, just like plop an Aqua next to her so we can see...
So now she's your ultra waifu.
Like, original character Donut Steel. No. She can't beat Aqua.
She's holding something that looks like a shield. She takes the blow on the shield, guarding Akane. However, the impact of the blow sends her sprawling backwards. Ha! Filling the spot Emma had been in seconds ago, Akane once again thrusts at the man, aiming for his chest. Just as the spear tip is about to reach him, the man twists his body, avoiding the thrust at the last minute.
Okay, so just to say this, like, okay, this is why most visual novels don't deal with a lot of action scenes. We're having characters switch between one of 3 positions on the screen, and we get slashing special effects.
Well,
like,
I mean, it can work sometimes when the scenes are few and far between. Like the visual novel I like, Code Realize, has a couple of action scenes.
Yeah, and I like the Fruits of Grisaya series, and like they have some action scenes too, but it's just like they try to like have the screen shake and have like a lot of sound effects or things, and it's like if they don't do it like this, where you have the characters on screen, it'll more just be like it's a background and you're more focused on describing it. Because like when they're on screen, it just looks dumb.
Yeah. He continues his turn and fires off a roundhouse kick at Akane. Akane catches the kick with the handle of her spear, but the force of the blow is still too much and she's thrown back. Akane. I unconsciously call out Akane's name, and she glances at us and yells as she's getting back up. What are you all just standing around for? Emma quickly runs up to Akane and raises the shield in her right hand, standing between Akane and the man once more. Akane, are you hurt? While continuing to glare at us, Akane raises up a hand to Emma, signaling that she's all right. Emma nods and turns back to the man. I told you to hurry up and run away. What are you saying? You two need to get away from him as well. Depending on the situation, we may have to arrest you two as well.
So I was just gonna say though, like for this theme, it's kind of funny, like for the people writing this story, like did they think like, oh, it's a story about like bio monsters being fought off by some 2 magical girls? Or did they think like, did they think that first and then say no, but has to be a story about these everyday people who deal with like memory, alternate reality hardware in their day-to-day college lives? Or like, did they think of that plot first and they're like, you know what, this needs some fucking mutants in battling magical girls?
I don't know. They weren't really thinking of much when they made this shit.
Like, so, like, basically what I'm saying, like, was it ripping off, like, was it like a battle shonen anime first, or was it Steins Gates first? And which one mashed into the other one first?
We may never know.
Right.
Come on, in that case, you can at least use those guns of yours to shoot them.
Yeah, because when people are moving around and fighting, the best thing to do is just shoot into the fucking crowd. That never hits anyone by accident.
This is getting us nowhere. All of you drop your weapons and put your hands up into the air. This is your final warning.
Contradictory advice there.
He can't drop his weapon. It's clearly fucking part of him.
Well, he can, but he can't then put his hands up in the air. His weapon is his fucking hand.
Akane and Emma, Ryosenji and Haruna, the 2 pairs' conversations are getting nowhere. I don't know if he's listening to their conversation or not, but the man's just standing there doing nothing. Everyone's staring at him, wary for any movements he might make. At that moment... Oh, look at that little pissed off face Reina's got.
Yeah.
Reina suddenly turns on her heel and starts running away. Hey, Reina. I reflexively look in the direction Reina's running. Hey, stop! At the same time, from behind me, I hear Ryosenji shout and the sound of a gunshot. I look back over my shoulder and the first thing I see is that the guy who was standing there a second ago isn't there anymore. The second thing I notice is that Haruna's on the ground. Her gun's lying on the asphalt a short distance from her hand. What just happened? What the hell was that, huh? Kanzaki, get a hold of yourself. Yonekura, come with me. We're going to go searching for that man. He can't have gotten far. Yes, sir. Just what happened in the few seconds I'd turn around to look at Reina. However, I'm even more worried about why Reina tried to run away by herself.
Because Giant Claw Man wanted to kill her.
I look back at her again, just in time to see her around the corner at the end of the street. If I don't chase after her now, I'll lose her. And chase after her! Jesus! How mad at me would you have been if I hit don't?
I was gonna say don't chase after Reina. At this point, I don't give a fuck about the story or the characters within it.
No, I don't think anyone does, but even so, you know, you gotta chase the waifu.
Like, I would chase the waifu if this was still Steins Gates, but now it's like... I don't know, what I can't even think of a good anime at the top of my head. Blue Exorcist? I don't fucking know.
It's basically Resident Evil.
Okay, yeah.
You got the bio giant blade arm. It's fucking Resident Evil now.
I don't know, Prototype with magical girls?
I yell out to Kaoru, who's standing there in shock. Kaoru, I'm going after Reina. You get out of here. Kaoru still hasn't fully processed what just happened as he lets out an unintelligible grunt. I don't have time to wait for a proper answer, and run off after Reina.
Do you want to end the episode here on another dramatic note?
I don't think this is enough for one.
Okay, a little more time. Okay, fine then.
As I continue the chaser, I leave the station and find myself running along a back alley.
The safest place to go after a monster terrorist attack.
Yeah, so how much you want to bet, like, what would have happened if we hit Don't Chase After Reina? Would the story have drastically changed, or it would have done something like, no, I have to go after her anyway, you fuckwad?
Maybe it's just one of those stupid stories that kills you if you pick the wrong choice, but yeah, it could be that, like, fake Nintendo choice where it's like, do you want to save the world? Yes, no, no. Do you want to save the fucking world? Yes or no?
I love those.
Yeah.
As I continue, okay. Somewhere in that time, the sun is sunk below the horizon and night blankets the sky. I finally managed to catch up to the point where I could grab her back if I wanted to. Reina, wait! Don't follow me. Oh, you know what? I got it. She works at a high-end research facility
that develops biomonsters.
Yes, and that's why the biomonster guy's trying to kill her.
It's Parasol Core.
Sure. Don't follow me. Reina doesn't listen to me at all and keeps running without even turning back. Guess I don't have any other choice. I'll have to stop her by force. Reina is getting visibly tired and her speed is starting to drop. Now's my chance. I shorten the distance in one big bound and grab Reina by the shoulder. With that, Reina finally stops running.
Does this game have lewd scenes?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, unfortunately.
The sound of our panting is the only noise that echoes through the alley. Why'd you chase after me? Well, because you're the waifu. What do you mean, why? You just suddenly ran off without saying anything. Of course I'd chase after you. Reina stares at the ground, not saying anything. Do you know that man? No, I've never seen him before. Do you have any idea why he targeted you? Sorry. So you can't say. So, yep, I know. I called it.
All I can tell you about him is that his name was Armstrong McStabbington.
Reina's silence is all the answer I need. That man is clearly after me. That's why this is my problem. I'm beginning to understand why Reina suddenly ran off back there. I see. Huh? If you don't want to talk about your problems, you don't have to. I won't pry. But didn't you tell me last night? Let's work together. That means we cooperate with each other. But so far, I've only been helped by you, Reina. That's hardly fair.
Okay, just...
一人で勝手にリスクを背負う
I'll
の
just
は
wait for the vision like that.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so, like, there's a thing. Like, there's certain things where you don't ask questions. Like, someone doesn't want to talk about a certain topic, sure. But when Biomonster Blade Guy chases after you and wants to kill you, you don't get to be like, I don't want to pry into your personal fucking business. It's not just your personal business anymore. Giant Blade Monster Guy is killing random people. That's everyone's problem.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, you know, oh, I'm feeling sad today. Okay, you don't have to talk, but you don't want to. There's a bomb strapped to your chest. Yeah, who put that on there? Now it's everyone's problem. It's not just your problem if you blow up.
Oh, this game. This is fucking amazing now.
Magical.
Like, I can't tell if they gave a fuck in the beginning or not at this point.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Like, I feel this is like one of those games that needed more like creative control placed upon it, you know? Like there's just no one in the room that was like, no, dude, that's just fucking stupid, don't do that.
Reina looks surprised for some reason. Thank you. She mutters with a slight smile. I feel like this is the first time I've seen Reina smile. I'm pretty sure we've seen her smile a few times.
Now that I think about it, this game was kickstarted.
Oh, yeah.
That explains everything.
But if I hadn't run away back there, everyone would have... Okay, now, since this game was kickstarted, I guess that means there's no big evil executives to tell them what to do with their writing.
Well, I know they were published by Seikai Project, but yeah, like, I don't know if there's any... Like, I guess they probably have some controller, but I don't know how much. Probably pretty hands-off as a company.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
結果的にレーナの判断は正しかったと思う
Yeah, in the end, I think your decision was correct.
And I mean, I don't want to go on the Kickstarter too much more, but I will say, like, obviously it's not all Kickstarter games. If you're in the comments, don't be like, what about FTL? Yeah, we know there's some good Kickstarter games. Calm your tits.
Because Reina ran away at the critical juncture back there, the other guy disappeared too. In some sense, I suppose you could say she made the best decision possible given the circumstances. Thanks to that, though, it's clear why there's a reason why that guy is targeting Reina specifically.
例の男は姿を消したんだ
That man vanished after you left. I'm pretty sure everyone else is okay, too. I see. Reina looks a little relieved. Before he comes back, we need to meet up with everyone else and find a place to hide. At any rate, let's meet back up with everyone. Okay, so, yeah, fuck the police and their fucking GPS with the memory shit. Let's hide from the fucking psycho blade arm guy. That's a bigger problem now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's call Kaoru first and see. Reina suddenly looks bewildered as she stops mid-sentence. I casually follow her line of sight and see...
Kaoru. Oh no, it was Blade Guy. Who could have predicted that?
Oh, he doesn't have the blade arm now. It's him. He's standing right next to us. No way. When did he manage to get so close to us? I didn't sense him approaching us at all. I couldn't even hear the sound of his footsteps. He casts a long shadow over us as he approaches us with that faint, ever-present smile. So you left everyone behind and ran away as fast as possible. You let me savor quite a thrilling chase. As far as strategies go, I suppose it's not a bad one. An average person wouldn't even have the wits left to run away.
You know what else is a good strategy? To catch someone and then spend 20 minutes monologuing so that you can be killed before you manage to succeed in killing them.
It's obvious he is talking to Reina. So we'll give you credit for that, but...
And he's dead.
Picking a place like this to run to? Wrong move.
Oh, I thought he was interrupted.
I'll easily be able to finish the hunt with you cornered like this. The man draws his right arm back. Okay, so that's how he gets his shirt on. I can clearly see it transform from a human arm into a blade from the elbow down right before my eyes. When I saw it last time, I thought I was seeing things, but now I can tell his arm really has been transformed into a weapon.
So I'm guessing, like, his veins, you can see kind of like some veins going up and down. I thought those were cracks or something, but I'm guessing, like, He has to give blood into it, even though it's like probably... I guess it's probably in a bone or something or whatever. I don't know.
It makes no fucking sense anyway.
Yeah, but it's blood red, so it's edgy.
This is something that completely falls outside the realm of common sense. Is this even possible?
With sufficiently bad writing.
The blade is utterly grotesque. It behaves like it's as hard as iron, yet looks like it's made of muscles. It's as if it really is a part of his flesh. The man lowers his arm-turned blade and starts slowly walking towards us.
Because efficiency is for tools.
He's still smiling faintly. His eyes gleamed with a cruel glimmer. I felt more joy than bloodlust in his piercing gaze. I can feel my heart thumping in my chest. It's becoming difficult for me to breathe properly. I'm sure Reina's eyes also saw that cold glare. I look back at Reina. She's frozen stiff, just staring at him. Shit, what do I do? I don't think we'll be able to run away. Maybe if I tried to run away on my own, I might be able to make it if I sprint at full speed.
There's probably a choice here.
Yeah, but I'm not leaving Reina behind. I'm gonna make a save just
now that he said I'm not leaving Reina behind, I'm guessing there's no choice, but whatever.
I'm not leaving Reina. I don't know why he's so fixated on Reina, but I might be able to use that. I whisper softly so that only Reina can hear. Reina, I'll distract him. Use that opportunity to run away. Eh? He's after you, so if you run away first, there's a better chance I'll be able to get away afterwards. But this is the best plan we've got. Make sure you run. Wait, Hiroki. Before Reina can voice her complaints, I step forward. Hey. I step forward in between Reina and the man and call out to him. As if only noticing me for the first time, the man looks at me. Oh, stepping forward even after seeing this right arm of mine? Most people can't even move after seeing this. People become easily paralyzed just from seeing something that doesn't fit their narrow view of common sense. Or have you already seen something that surpasses the bounds of the common sense before? Yeah, the rest of the game.
That's the speech I give every time I show someone my penis.
Who are you? Why are you after Reina? What a boring question.
Questions, fuckboy.
He says with a completely uninterested expression. You should have chosen your question more carefully, boy. It's the last question you might have answered in your life. Let me ask you in return, why are you protecting that girl? That's because... Do you know who that girl really is?
No.
Do you know what she's hiding?
Yes.
Do you really think she's someone worth protecting at the cost of your own life?
You gotta get that waifu pussy.
Who Reina really is? What's she hiding? Does this man know these things? I carelessly let such thoughts pass through my head. It doesn't take even a second for me to consider those things, but... Before I know it, his shadow has grown even larger as he closes the distance between us. Before I can even say shit, he grabs the collar of my shirt. Don't bother answering. I can see now that you're a pitiful little boy who knows nothing. In an instant, his hand's around my throat and I can no longer breathe. Before I become completely unable to speak, I yell out to Reina. Reina, run. It's gotta be now. Now's the only chance she'll get to run away. I'll at least commend you for your courage. Good? Just as he says that, I feel something huge hit me. It feels like I'm hearing Reina's scream from far away. What just happened? The place where I think I got hit is roughly between my stomach to chest area. I look down. The man's arm blade has sunk deep into my stomach. Oh my god, chasing after her killed us, didn't it?
Maybe it did. Maybe it did. We'll just fucking reload. Who gives a shit?
I try to scream, but no sound comes out. Seeing that cold blade buried deep into my abdomen. My body starts to tremble before the pain even registers. It's time for you to leave this stage.
Or he has, like, fucking superhero powers or whatever, like everyone else in the story.
The man forcefully pulls the blade out. As he does so, I see blood spurting from my stomach. Then a moment later, the pain hits me. It rushes through my whole body as blood starts pouring from my mouth. The blood doesn't stop. I can't even breathe.
Okay, so we're definitely fucked in this route. Whatever.
I can't even tell which direction I'm facing anymore. I lose all strength in my body and before long crash into something. The night sky spreads out before me. It's all over so quickly. Well, I expected this to happen from the start. However, I wasn't even able to stall for time. That is my only regret. Reina, I'm sorry. I wish you'd at least been able to get away. I can hear someone shouting from far away. My vision is rapidly growing dim. The sound of my heartbeat is surprisingly loud. I can feel it growing slower and slower. Am I going to die here? Well, there's no way I'm going to survive with this injury. Well, I don't really mind, though. Yeah. Everything starts to go white. For some reason, Serrano appears before me, running innocently towards me with one hand reaching out to me. Serrano. I see. I'm finally going to where Serrano is. I try to reach my hand towards Serrano, but my strength has long since left my body. Even then, I desperately try to move at least one finger. Huh? What's happening? I feel a sharp stinging sensation on the back of my neck. An instant later, Serrano vanishes.
So we survived that bullshit?
What?
I was gonna be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna wait for this scene to end. We get the game over screen, then save, and do the next episode.
No!
Well, okay, we'll just keep
Hiroki.
playing. Whatever, this is already stupid.
Reina?
Hiroki.
Hiroki, can you see me? Suddenly, it feels like electricity is flowing through my body as a dazzling light fills my vision. Warmth begins to spread through me.
Stim packs don't work that way.
My hazy consciousness rapidly comes into focus. And then... She got her pen? I see Reina right in front of me looking at me. I fucking knew she meant business with that pen, man!
Did she tracheotomy your ass? And I don't know how that would help anyways.
Also, she looks like a cutie in this image.
Oh yeah, it's nice art. I'll give it that. Like, they do good music and art.
I see Reina right in front of me, looking at me.
The voice acting's good too, but the plot's just hot garbage.
Okay. I just did that to get a frame where I could get a full view of it for the thumbnail.
Okay, right.
I see Reina right in front of me looking at me. Reina's holding something that looks like a ballpoint pen in her right hand. What's... how? I'll explain that later. For now, just get up and run. Reina starts to put her ballpoint pen-looking thing back in her shirt pocket. At that moment, I see just the slightest of movements behind Reina. Suddenly, the man from earlier is standing behind her. What? By the time Reina notices the man behind her, he's already started raising his right arm.
And now Hiroki has those fucking stupid blade arm powers or something.
His movements are surprisingly slow. If they do that, this is gonna be fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
If they do that, I'm making a fucking review of this game for the main channel, I swear.
Oh, do it. You can splice in all our clips of us being pissed off at this game. As we get, like, you could do, like, you know that montage? It's like, there's one for Game Grumps where it's Aaron gets progressively more pissed off at Super Mario 64. Like, we could do one of those for us, basically.
Why is he taking his time like this? In response, Reina slowly raises her ballpoint pen and holds it backwards in her hand. At the tip of her pen, a small blade flicks out, almost like a scalpel, and gleams in the moonlight.
Maybe everything's slow because he has fast reaction
speeds. Are you
speeds
planning on fighting with that pen? What is with this pen? And I knew. You remember the gag where I zoomed in on the pen? Where I was like, she means business with this pen.
I don't remember that scene, but whatever. I'll have to rewatch it.
There's no way you can win, Reina. Just one. Just run. Why'd I say that? One. As long as you manage to get away. Even if it's the only you who gets away. That feeling that electricity is surging through me happens again. Strangely enough, the pain in my stomach is gone now. I put a hand on Reina's shoulder. Eh? Surprised at the unexpected action, Reina carelessly looks back towards me. At the same time, the man swings his blade down, aiming for Reina's back. I need to let Reina escape. The moment I think that electricity runs through my body again. As if being driven onward by that sensation, my body begins to move.
So he's like Cole McGrath from Infamous with like the lightning powers? Or I guess Static Shock would also be a good reference.
The sound of a massive impact resounds throughout the alleyway, and the ground where we'd been moments ago has been completely pulverized.
Yeah.
I'd grab Reina and while covering her with my body, roll to the side. Using my feet to stop my roll, I stop a short distance away from the man. Hiroki. Reina's in my arms, staring at me dumbfounded. Thank goodness, it looks like she isn't injured. I untangle myself from Reina and stand up to face the man once more. Oh.
By the way, sorry to interrupt, but you know what I'm thinking this is like? It's like Parasite.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's Steins Gate and Parasite fucked. No one ever asked for that combination.
The man who'd been focusing his attention on Reina turns back to me. You used it on him, didn't you, girl? He glances at Reina for a moment before turning back to me. Perfect. My whole body feels hot. That feeling of electricity surging through me, which had been happening periodically until now, suddenly starts happening continuously. While I feel the tingling all over, I somehow also feel full inside. My consciousness, which had felt clouded this past month, suddenly feels very clear. It's a really strange feeling. Both the man and I silently glare at each other. The blade on the man's right arm is pretty big. Rather than a sword, it's closer to that of an axe. The blade he'd swung down at Reina earlier has enough power to pulverize the ground. But his swinging motion isn't that fast. Back when he first stabbed me too, he had to grab me to stop my movements first. He didn't need to raise his blade that time. Instead, he just had to thrust forward. However, regardless of how he chooses to attack, as long as I can see what he's going for. The one to make the first move is him. He begins by raising his arm up. It's a sign he's going for an overhead swing. Now's my only chance. The moment I see what he's going for, I start running at him.
And I have a sword, so I get a bonus to attacking.
Once he finishes raising his arm, he'll attack again. If I take even one of those attacks, I'm history. The distance between me and him is a few meters. However, I jump in without any hesitation, and perhaps because I'd acted so decisively, I jump a lot further than I expected and reach my destination earlier than planned. Gah. I can see the man reflexively trying to pull back. He wasn't expecting my leap to reach all the way to him. Well, that's only natural. Normally, you wouldn't take such a risky course of action. Anyone with a proper survival instinct wouldn't choose something that would purposely endanger their lives. They wouldn't willingly go to a place that they know is more dangerous. Only someone who doesn't care if they live or die could do something like that. The tingling feeling of electricity gets even stronger. At the same time, I can feel my muscles trembling. I feel like I'm jumping into the mouth of the giant beast. My leap takes me right in front of him, and I form a fist with my right hand, my arm already wowed back for a punch. Is that supposed to be wound back?
I'm guessing so. Fucking 2 typos already, like Seikai Project, to get the fuck together.
Don't hesitate. Aiming for his stomach, I transfer all of the energy of my run into my fist and launch it right at him. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck is this game?
Like, I want to put this as the thumbnail, but I don't want to spoil how stupid this game is for someone who's just scrolling past.
No, we're gonna put the Moe picture of.
No, that's a better alternative because like I don't want to spoil this.
This is the stupidest fucking shit ever. Okay, I think I need to make a video of this now.
Okay, awesome, good. We decided upon it. So.
Well, he didn't have a blade arm, but this is fucking close enough. He has electro powers now.
Yeah.
Because who fucking cares? The blow connects and he's blown away. The man lets out a groan of pain, and I can see that he's been thrown back a good few meters. The recoil from hitting him travels from my arm throughout my whole body. Unable to take it, I stagger a few steps backwards, somehow remaining on my feet. When I look back at the man, I see that he has crashed into the concrete wall behind him. I definitely hit him with just my right hand, but it's impossible to punch someone so hard they get blown away. What just happened? Hiroki, I hear Reina's voice from right behind me and I turn around. For some reason she's looking at me in fear. Reina. Are you alright? Is what I'm about to ask her before it feels like something suddenly leaves my body. That tingling sensation has vanished and At about the same time, my legs start trembling. I collapse onto my knees, and as my legs are no longer able to support my weight.
I guess you could say he's a one-punch man.
Hiroki! Hiro! Reina's voice is getting further and further away. My body crashes down into the ground. I can't feel myself at all anymore. I might really be dying this time. Well, I suppose it's fine this way. At least Reina will manage to get away. My consciousness gradually fades away and my vision goes black. Four days left. Okay, it would definitely end the episode here.
Yeah, our episode went extra long, but that's because that's extra retarded. So,
what the fuck is going on in this game?
Like neither of these plots are bad, but they just shouldn't mix. Yeah, we can go to page 3 to start saving. But, like, neither of these two things needed to mix. Like, we don't need, like, Parasite and Steins Gate to slam together. Like, they should stay separate. It's like saying, hey, I need a real-time strategy Pokemon card game. Like, it doesn't... I mean, maybe that's a bad example, because I could guess that'd be a way that'd be cool. But this specific idea is stupid.
Yeah, this is... Well, we're going to continue next time, but I think we both had enough for today.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm willing to go forward with this, but whatever. That's not important to the viewers. See you next time, and enjoy this wild ride.
Yes. Oh, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.
Wait, before you click about, keep in mind, this is an episodic series. When we finish this game, there's like... I think there's 3 episodes at least that they're going for.
No, there's not.
There's 3 releases of this game, I believe, planned. I'd have to check it.
Planned.
And this game sold magnificently, probably, hopefully. I mean, it got Kickstarted. They probably have money for it.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.